Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Finish the Story. I'm your host, Keegan Ray. I am joined here by my co-host, producer, and best friend, Mr. Trent Ludzak. How you doing, man?
Yay, I'm here.
Well, you already know, man, when we're on the same side of the table, it's a motherfucking guest episode. I'm excited for our guest. You can see him in Atlanta all over doing shows. You might see him fucking doing some shows in Spanish. Mr. Piere Gaiton. What's going on, dude?
¿Qué onda, wey, mis compañeros? Hey, underplan. It is Piere Gaiton. The fuck going on?
Nice, man. I'm glad you're here, dude. I'm glad we can finally get it together. Because I know sometimes we record on Mondays at like fucking 4, and that's tough.
Yeah, ain't no way, Jack.
yeah. Everybody's like, no fucking way. I know if anybody's watching this, I am in sunglasses, not because I'm trying to set any sort of vibe, because I am in the death grips of the optometry scandal that is in America.
Keegan's starting war against optometry.
So the other day I'm out in the yard. I'm putting together this like.
It's a scandal, the situation that led up to this, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't even know if you need to get into it because it's pretty.
Basically, what
upsetting.
happened was I fucking hit my thumb with a hammer like a Tom and Jerry cartoon, bro. Like literally slammed my thumb. Glasses fall off. Step on my glasses. So I'm like, God damn it. So I call them up. I call up the glasses people, America's Best. I'm like, hey man, let me just get another pair of glasses. Same one I got last time. I have my fucking prescription there. Let's just do that. She goes, I can't do that. Your prescription is canceled. It's expired. I was like, what are you talking about expired? She's like, your prescription is expired. It's been 2 years. You have to come in. You have to do it every single year. I was like, listen, it's not like we're talking about my heart medication. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about the glasses I was wearing on my face 20 fucking minutes ago when I stepped on them. I was like, I just need another pair. It's an emergency. It takes 2 weeks. Can I just get the glasses? She was like, I'm sorry.
I'm going to be honest. You're coming off desperate up front.
No,
right
bro.
now.
She goes, do you understand what a prescription is? Dude.
Yeah.
I just fucking hammered my thumb. I just stepped on my glasses. Then this lady started talking down to me. I was like, listen, I understand what it is, but could you just take a second and like help me out? Because I'm in a fucked up place. I can't pay for the $90 thing. And she's just like, I don't think you're hearing me. I was like, yo, I fucking lost it. I was like, who the fuck are you talking to like this? I was like, you are not my goddamn teacher. You're not my fucking mom. I'm your customer. I lost it. I lost it.
How many times did you call her a bitch?
Oh, I said sassy bitch. I said, you sassy fucking bitch. She goes, you can't say that.
It's funny because if you use the right tone, that's a compliment.
The same words.
Yeah. I could have gotten more
Like if
fucking bees with honey. You sassy bitch. Get in that computer and get me.
Right. Like if she was like, let me get your prescription. You're like, you sassy bitch.
Dude, she was like, do you know what a HIPAA violation is? I was like, oh, you fucking bitch. She had it in front of her. She's like, it's 2 years expired. I was like, just read me the numbers. So now I can go to an online person. She wouldn't do it. She kept those. I mean, dude, I was cussing her out, and she was like, "You're never getting these." She's deleting my shit as we're talking.
I'm gonna be real with you. Yeah, I would have did the same.
And then I tried to call the Canton store, and the lady was already had been warned.
No.
She was like, we don't. I was like, damn it, dude. They called everybody.
Because I imagine putting myself in her position. If she could get you the hell out of there, she would have.
I know.
I mean, she was like, now you cussing at me?
Yeah, I get it. Dude, the devil came out. Like, I try to keep that fucking demon at bay. It's like you have a rabid fucking wolf that just always is on your porch. And occasionally you like open the door. You're got in a little bit, you know?
Yeah. I mean,
the slamming my thumb with the hammer, I mean, legitimately, that has never happened to me before. And I just
I think that shows that you're a pussy and you've never worked in your life.
No, I did a lot of carpentry and just never happened. Like,
That's crazy.
Yeah, I got very close, but dude.
How long have you been doing carpentry, though, for real?
I did carpentry for like 2 years.
And you ain't never banged your thing once the whole 2 years?
That's crazy.
Nope, I never
Not
caught
once.
it. No. I've like nicked it, but
Of
never
course.
just like.
Full on, never.
And I turned around to look at something while I was doing it, and I just crushed it. And then I'm out in the driveway, and I'm just out there like, oh, fuck. And I look up, my neighbor's just staring at me. I was like, no, it's all right. Like, enough. Yeah. I'm an idiot.
There's nothing to see here.
But the whole
Move it
thing that
along.
sucked about it was, dude, I built a raised bed for a garden, and my girlfriend works from home. And I'm like, listen, I'm going to pick a spot that we're going to put it in. I need you to just walk outside and check it on the hour and make sure we're getting 6 hours of sun. She's like, I got it. I fucking go out there. I'm fucking banging my thumb. I'm breaking glasses. I'm fucking arguing with the people. I get this thing built. I get soil in it. The next day, I'm coming home from work, and I'm like, yep, it's probably going to come in around like 11. Hopefully, it's 6 hours, bro. This motherfucker's in the shade. She goes, I'm sorry. I didn't really go outside and look. I just said that. I was just like, dude.
I figured as soon
Yeah.
as the moment you asked her every hour on the hour,
You work from home. Just go to the window.
Yeah.
Just
No.
keep a look.
Lady, you're
No.
lucky you're pregnant because I would slap the shit out of you.
I felt like one of those steampunk cartoons.
That's-
Just, whee.
that was. I feel like that's sometimes how my wife thinks. She always calls me dumb, right, and stupid.
Ooh,
but that's
I
fine.
hate
That's
that.
fine.
I don't like
She's a
that.
horrible judge of character. She's got a chemical imbalance going on up here. But I always ask her this. I'm like, if I'm so dumb and if I'm so stupid, right? And she's like, mm-hmm. I'm like, why do you keep giving me tasks to do and then getting upset when I don't do them right, knowing I'm stupid? And then she was like, because you should learn. I'm like, stupid people don't learn.
Yeah.
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 And I was like,
You've
so
given me
The
this
logic
label.
here. Yeah.
right. And I was like, if I know you can't cook or wash dishes, I'm not gonna be like, babe, wash the dishes. And when you do it and it's a shitty job, I'm not gonna be like, what the fuck?
Yeah. How could you fuck this up?
You've never done this right. I'm not expecting you to do it either. But
You got to be careful with that cooking example, though.
No.
how so?
If you're like you're not like that's why I never ask you to cook, right?
I would say that.
Yeah.
But we've been together 16 years.
Oh, so you're
Really?
fine.
Wow.
Yeah, we've been married for
Yeah.
5.
What's the stupidest fight y'all have ever had? Like, just the dumbest fight that y'all have ever had. That you like, that was the raised bed fight. I got mad, and then like 10 minutes later, I was like, this is not that big of a deal. I did not out there construct something unmovable. It's actually pretty flimsy. I'll pick it up and move it.
So you said one of our dumbest fights or arguments, and I smiled and laughed because I don't think we've ever had a good argument. They're all dumb.
Oh, okay.
Like, she doesn't get mad at like regular things.
Yeah.
Like,
I feel like your thing should be like, look, you said I'm stupid. You're fighting with me. What does that say about you?
and that's kind of what I say. Like, I'll just
sounds-
ask a question.
It sounds like we're a couple of dummies.
Yeah. You're arguing with me.
And then she hits me with this term, you're gaslighting me. And I'm like, I can't do something to you if I don't even know what that is.
Yeah.
And she was like, you're just saying things that make me mad. I'm like, I'm defending myself.
Yeah.
Also, that's not what gaslighting
Yeah,
is.
you have to say, can you use that in a sentence? Hit her with the spelling bee, dude. You have to occasionally.
Like, give me an example. Yeah, using a sentence.
With the woman, you have to rein it back into just some sort of reality sometimes in a fight. Like, what are we talking about? Use that word in a sentence.
Nope. See, I also used to think the same way, and it took about 10, 12 years of me being with this woman, arguing with her, to realize women don't care. Well, my woman, I'm not going to generalize it.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
woman does not care about rationality,
Yeah.
reality, facts, or truth.
Right.
Only thing she cares about is how what you said made her feel.
Yeah.
Like, if she shot you,
That's making me mad to hear.
so, and that's what I'm saying. Men always lose arguments because we don't fight the same way.
Yeah. We're playing two different games.
We want to make a
Complete-
point.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Or
Uh-huh.
have a
Yeah.
debate.
yeah. Uh-huh.
You could have a debate like, yo, your woman could be like, yo, this show is amazing. You're like, it's all right. And then she's
Yeah.
like, you're an asshole. And you're like, well, I'm not an asshole. And they're like, okay, so you think I'm lying to you then?
Yes.
Like, you saying you hated that show made her feel insignificant.
Yeah.
Bro,
That's the whole
what?
point.
Let me tell you this. Hey, I learned that because Christina won't even fucking watch Doctor Who around me because she loves it. She goes, "You're gonna be an asshole."
Oh,
And I'm
you're
like,
gonna crush
Just
it.
put it on. Just put
Just
it on.
put it on.
Dude, it was Age of Adeline or whatever that movie was. I crushed it. I'd had a couple of beers. I came home, dude, and I fucking
What is
crushed
this movie?
This movie. It's about a woman that doesn't age, and she, of course, meets a young hot guy. And I'm like, yeah, that's every woman's wet dream. Get the fuck out of here. Like, so yeah, the Age of Adeline.
Is that Harrison Ford?
I don't know, but I
Yeah.
killed this
Yeah.
movie one night when I came home fucking a little boozed up, and ever since then she won't watch certain things.
Kathy
around
Baker.
So it's a bad movie.
It's about a woman that doesn't age,
Yeah.
and then she meets a hot guy, and she's banging a young dude, and her husband's dead. So her husband dies, and she's can't die. It's every woman's dream to
What
never
the fuck?
age. Your husband dies, and you get to go out and bang some hot young guy.
It really,
That's all I was saying. I was like, this
Yeah.
is crazy.
it sounds like, let's be real. I don't know anything about this movie except for you describing it that way,
Yeah.
but it sounds like a movie that would be made in 2015 to me.
Yeah. I came home and just, you know how you're ripping on shit when you've had a little bit too much to drink. You might have went a little hard. on
I was
on
gonna
the
say,
roast
has there
jokes.
ever been another movie kind of like that?
I think so. I think there's something out on Prime right now that's like that.
I mean,
saw it.
before that movie
Oh.
came out.
I don't know.
So that may have been the genesis of its kind.
Okay. see
So,
it.
but then again, I don't know. I don't think it'd be cool for like.
Some ideas
guy.
haven't been done
Yeah.
because they're bad ideas.
Yeah, I mean,
Pierre.
No. Let me. Okay, so
All right. I like
this is
this.
where I'm going to sit up and talk about.
Okay.
So this is
we
my.
go.
I write scripts and
you
pilots.
loved this movie, didn't you?
Nope. This is a movie I hate, and I have hated ever since I saw it, and I hated it even more once I found out how much this movie has made.
What movie?
Sharknado.
It's upsetting.
So I write scripts and pilots and stuff like that, and submit them and a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
So the reason why I started doing that is because of Sharknado.
Oh, that's upsetting. That's an angry number.
You see that?
Whoa.
What the?
You see that?
It's gross.
There are about
4.5 billion.
There are about 8 different Sharknados, and they are made in the garage of somebody's house with a green screen. It looks like
4.5 billion.
Billion.
Sharknado has grossed.
Dude,
billion.
That's an empire that we didn't even know was
The
there.
budget for the first one was probably $50,000, and somebody stole
shit.
40.
Dude, maybe
Somebody stole 40.
And they had $10,000 to make this movie, and they made a couple
One guy
million off the
OD'd
first
on
one.
cocaine, and he came up with the idea. It's a tornado of sharks.
And
It
the
took us
thing,
$40,000 worth of
Sharknado
blow.
is exactly what it sounds like, a tornado with sharks in it.
yeah.
And it is not even in the water. It's like going down the street,
crazy.
and it's not even like, it's like,
Hold up. Which is more than the Star Wars franchise,
yes,
Disney, Pixar, and the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
yes. Shark fucking NATO is my, that's why I started writing shit. And I was like, if anybody can make money off of a dumb idea, a tornado of sharks has made $4.5 billion.
And it grows.
Bro, they might actually be controlling the weather now, actually.
That's
With that kind of money?
crazy.
There
That's
are about
like-
8 different Sharknados. And it's the same thing, just Sharknado
Of
in the
course.
desert,
What-
Sharknado in space.
What? That one. Okay, I
That's
would watch that
upsetting.
just to see how it
No,
goes down.
and you're part of the problem.
Okay.
Yeah, how does that work?
You're right, you're
Logistically,
right.
That's a nightmare.
You're right. I haven't seen any of them, by the
Don't,
way.
please.
Okay, I won't
You're,
support
you're
it.
going to. You're going to watch all of them.
Damn it,
No.
I am too.
I'm not going to watch any of them.
You're like, that's now our Patreon thing.
Here's the thing. I didn't watch them when I was like a real severe every night alcoholic.
hmm
I think I can resist it now.
I don't think so. Give yourself some time. You're going to be saying that one night. You're like, how did they make more
In
than
like
Star
6
Wars?
in
That's
like
crazy that they made more than Star Wars.
You're like, I got it.
Disney,
There's
and
no
Pixar.
way. And the thing is,
What the
I've watched
fuck?
2. The first one I watched, I was in bewilderment the entire time. Just
Yeah.
like,
Like, what am I witnessing? here?
and it has Tara Reid in a few of them from like
Really?
American Pie. She's like the protagonist.
yeah.
There's been a bunch of like B and C list actors and actresses in
Wasn't
all
Danny
of these.
Trejo in one of them?
Yes. I saw that clip. I didn't see the whole movie, but it was Daddy.
I hope they
man.
paid him well.
They did.
Okay.
I mean, once you start making money, you're like, fuck that. Let's get who.
How hard would it be to get casted in that? Can we get in Sharknado 9?
I don't.
Bro,
You probably could.
If you can't beat him, join him. Let's all put in casting call. Let's all sign up.
Let's get in this Sharknado money, bro. The
Dog,
writing's shitty. All you got to do is
so
be there in the tornado.
I cannot believe the amount that it's grossed.
Hey
I'm
man,
still
I don't
shocked.
need to be a good
And
actor
you
with
said,
dialogue like
I don't
this.
want to put that's a bad idea. No, there are plenty of terrible ideas that have made a lot of money.
Yeah. Well, what the fuck do I know?
Oh,
There's a
that's crazy.
shark.
But Sharknado, really?
There are like so many of these movies and so many people know about it. There's like lore and shit about it.
Dude.
Like,
I'm just like, it's so much money that they rounded to 3 decimal places. How crazy is that?
I don't even. That amount of money isn't even.
and
like
it
a
was
real-
literally made in somebody's like backyard. Looks like with a green screen. It is so terrible.
That's
And-
insane.
They've never gotten better with all the movies. It's been the same quality.
Like, who is buying these movies?
Hey, once you
too?
got the recipe.
like, where are they showing? It's just online.
It was on, online. It was been on Cinemax a few times. It's been like on like Stars,
Yeah.
Yeah.
the
it's-
Sci-Fi Channel a lot.
Oh my god.
Sci-Fi a lot. Well, like when they made like Sharknado 6 and 7, like you could see like 1 and 2 on like Sci-Fi Channel.
Yeah, there's got to be some stupid purchases. People probably bought some dumb shit. They probably made so much money and they didn't expect to make any of it.
And it's literally just like a kind of a
It's overnight.
really shitty CGI of a shark chewing like this, and it's like tearing a hole through like a spaceship, and I'm just like, there's no fucking way.
Why,
There's-
why are we even podcasting right now? What is
we
the
should
point?
Be working on a claymation shark movie right now.
Claymation would be way better than what they did.
I think alligator hurricane.
Damn.
And it's set in
Ooh.
Florida. And it's
No,
spawned on
it's
by
in
the
it's
Florida
in
man.
Minnesota.
No, it spawns out of Lake Superior.
They've
we have
never
to stop
seen
it
that,
before it makes it to Chicago.
bruh. And you see, like, what is it? The Hurricane Gator goes to the hood,
Oh,
and they
yeah.
released that on Black History Month.
That would be a good one. Yeah. Which hood though? Which one do we want to go? Like
I'm gonna say like, ooh, Compton somewhere.
you know, how about this? What if we do it in Houston on the anniversary of their big hurricane?
Ooh, ooh,
A hurricane, an alligator.
Yeah.
Hurricane Alligator. No, it got to be like Allicane or like Hurrigator.
Gator cane.
Gator cane.
Gator cane. They're like, oh my god, it's a motherfucking gator cane.
And then you
Like
got some.
lightning strikes and it's just a fucking alligator like
I
It's
think
just one big ass gator on cocaine, and he's spinning around really fast, making.
they
Pierre,
made
if you
Cocaine
write
Bear.
this, I would try to put that together as hard
Don't
as
do
I
this
could.
to me.
Bro, somebody
Dude, we're gonna
made-
make $4.5 billion.
Yeah, somebody
Are you
made
kidding me?
Cocaine Bear. Like
And Cocaine Bear was better than it should have been.
You saw it?
It was better than it
I
had
watched-
any right to be.
yeah, I watched it and that's exactly what I thought. I was like, dude, what?
It was like it was just the right amount of self-aware. It was silly. It was fun. It was
Crazy,
it was crazy,
I felt
but
the
it kind
same
of
way.
made
and
it
so
seem like
clearly not a true story.
I felt that way about Roadhouse. After you told me to watch Roadhouse, it's like I hate that I like this.
yeah,
Like,
the
I
new one
like
or the old one.
the,
the
the,
new
new-
one.
the
I've
old
seen
one
the old
sucks
one,
dick.
Yeah.
What would
Conor
Jake
McGregor?
Gyllenhaal? Is that who it was?
Yeah.
I don't know. I saw clips. It didn't seem too terrible.
No, it's
Well, it's-
just get high and watch it and go, what
Yeah.
the fuck is this?
He's slapping people.
The whole premise, top to bottom, is real shaky.
Gotcha.
But and like the characters are not very believable, except Conor
at all.
McGregor. Very believable is that character.
Because that is him. They
yeah.
wrote that role for him.
The monster villain guy. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, your dad sent me here.
he.
Yeah, he starts the movie butt naked, just
Yeah.
an ass shot. Like Conor McGregor just butt naked.
Yeah, the first scene is he jumps out of a window after fucking an Italian man's wife. And then he goes, knocks a guy out for his suit, and then starts
Very
a fire in the
Terminator.
market.
Yeah, Terminator-esque. He knocks a guy out and takes his clothes.
And then starts a fire in the market.
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
he is just chaos incarnate.
I like it.
Agent of Chaos for sure.
He lets you know what he's all about.
Right
But-
off the rip.
But every other character is unbelievable as hell. They're not good characters, but man, it's fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch.
It could be the next Sharknado.
I can't believe it grows
Too
4
high
point. I mean,
budget.
but what the fuck do I know? Because Fast and Furious has 28 movies or whatever the fuck that is. I mean, how much have they
I
made off
stopped
that?
watching when Paul died.
I think last one
I
saw
started
was
watching when he died.
And that's a wrap.
I'm fucking interested now.
He said, well, Paul Walker then walked on? All
Now that
right,
Here
cool.
we go, Fast and Furious.
Now
I'm
that
interested.
annoying pussy got out of there.
Damn.
Hey, it's fine. Is it
Yeah,
too?
I was
Is it
referring
too
to
soon?
Ludacris.
No, it's not.
Nah, Ludacris is the man.
Yeah, and Tyrese be on Instagram crying all the time. I don't know what's going on with him.
Yeah. Do you know now if you cry on Instagram, you're a meme instantly, dude? You're the crying Jordan meme.
Nah,
You should
Jordan
be.
got it. That whoever
Yeah.
came up with that one, I don't know. They did the world a justice because that is glorious.
Yeah, that was peak memeing right there, dude. That's like peak meme format. Like in the, this man's having a real moment, and everybody's just like, "I made a meme."
Hilarious.
When the toilet paper's out.
Right. The best one, the one I always think about when I see the Jordan meme, though, was it was like black kids and they tell their parents they're depressed. And it was just like a kid in the kitchen looking down, and it was like, "Mom, I'm depressed." And he was like, "Well, why don't you go over there and depress them dishes?" And you just see the sad Jordan face.
Oh, depressed. Those dishes. I'm gonna start telling that to Christina. Dude, he's having like the saddest moment of his life. Bring that up for anybody who hasn't
Like
seen
really crushed.
This is terrible. Why?
Bring that
See,
up
we've
to
been
the
conditioned.
I love
laugh
this
at
one.
this.
This one I love.
That's how I feel when the fucking podcast doesn't upload. That's me stoned at fucking 6 in the afternoon, like, fuck.
Damn.
Our Wi-Fi fucking sucks.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
No, so you did an anime convention? How was that?
Oh, I
I
did
saw
not do an anime convention.
What
Let me
is
tell you, it was a hentai convention.
Oh, boy.
Oh.
I thought it was an anime convention.
So-
My bad.
I did not know it
What-
was a hentai convention.
What did you do at this hentai convention?
I
Wait a
told
minute.
jokes.
Did you play a tentacle?
Negative.
Wait a minute.
I hosted a few of the shows.
Yeah, I
There's-
hosted some weird parties.
so here, okay. So first of all, I got
the
booked for the
Scrabble
show.
party got off the rails quick.
Y'all have no listen. This is about to go crazy on this podcast. I did not know it was a hentai convention when I got booked for it because I don't ask questions.
Wow. That's
I
a
just
really
said
fun surprise.
they
A
hit
show?
me.
Yeah, let's do it.
Pretty much, they were like, "Hey, so I did MomoCon a few times. Person saw me do MomoCon, hit me up, and they was like, "Hey, you want to do the show in Vegas? It's another convention." And I was like, "Oh, yeah, cool." I just said another convention. I was like, "Is travel paid for?" And they was like, "Yeah, they'll
There you
reimburse
go.
you. It's going to be at a resort. The room's already paid for. You know, we got food, all that other shit, blah blah blah."
Yeah,
and I was
I
like,
get that. I wouldn't have asked anything else.
Right, and I was like, "Yeah, I've never been to Vegas." And he was like, "Yeah, and there's dispensaries all around the place, really good price, and they give you a per diem, for the
That's
show."
awesome.
And I was like, "Fuck yes!" So,
Oh, per diem.
and then
That's
the
my kind of
day,
language.
2 days before I flew out, Damon, a Korean comedian,
Yeah.
he also was on the show, and Damon hits me, and he was like, "Hey, so you're on the show?" Because they made the flyer, and I was like, "Yeah," and he was like, "Man, I didn't know you watch hentai," and I said, "Huh?" And he was like, "You don't watch hentai?" And I said, "Why are you talking to me about hentai?"
Why is this what we're talking
I'm oblivious. Like, I feel like he just randomly brought up like anime porn just out of nowhere, and
Yeah.
I was like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah.
He said, "It's a hentai convention where the shows are," and I was like, "Oh."
My God.
He said, "You don't watch hentai?" I said, "No."
He's like,
He's
oh,
like,
you're
now
going to
he
have
feels
a
like-
weird time.
Yeah, he felt like he totally outed himself. He's like, no, me neither, dude. How weird.
Oh no, he was like, no. People who watch hentai and pay money to get tickets and catch flights to go to the convention, they watch hentai and they're not ashamed of it.
Wow.
There were so many cosplayers. So
What?
there were over 3,000 people there.
Damn.
like it was flooded. There were they were like Fast and the Furious cars that had
Flooded
like
feels
anime
like a
titties on
loaded
them.
word.
They had like Misty from Pokemon.
Yeah.
Big
Oh,
ass
no.
titties, butt naked, and with a Squirtle, right? Like on her.
Oh.
I got pictures. There
We'll
were
look at those later.
I gotta see this.
they had like Kawasaki Ninja motorcycles with like women on the front with like their coochies all out.
Bro.
Imagine driving that.
No, they did. They do proudly. This is not a
I
game.
know, but you just pull up next to like a middle
Yeah.
school bus. You're like, oh no.
I feel like I want to get booked for this, and I want somebody to make me a costume.
Crazy, dude. So they had, what else did they have there, dude?
So-
This is insane.
But okay, so
The
there
pussy
were
cycle threw me off.
there were so many,
Coochie
and I met over probably 50 plus porn stars. There were a lot of porn stars there. There were Playboy Bunny Mansion girls were there.
Whoa.
There were like models.
I didn't know Playboy got down like that.
Oh yeah, they get every avenue of entertainment, however you want to call it. A bunch of OnlyFans models, and they were like giving out links and like free things to like their shows and
Yeah, like a bunch of OnlyFans models. They
A
were,
bunch of 'em.
taking my order and
oh nah, like they was at the comedy show and I was in that be ripping, and they were like, and like I would be just talking to people, then it'd be like this really really gorgeous woman, just like, oh my god, you were so funny. I'm like, yeah, appreciate it, and just kind of go about my business. And my buddy was like, yo, that's like Yiro Kukunini or some shit like that. I'm like, I don't know who the fuck that is. And he was like, she's an OnlyFans girl, bro. She's on like Pornhub and shit like that. And I was like, hey, look, let me get a picture with you. Gang, gang.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, she's an OnlyFans girl on Pornhub. Sounds like she's doing bad.
Oh, nah. They are doing quite well.
dude,
If you're
I
on-
wonder if they make more money than the porn stars. though.
They probably do.
Oh yeah. at
Porn
this
stars
point, they
also do OnlyFans.
yeah.
That's why I feel like if you're doing OnlyFans and your stuff is on Pornhub, that means that you're not getting paid for some amount of your views.
No, that could also mean, this is what I talked to. I actually interviewed a bunch of them.
They might be getting paid twice.
Well, no,
Oh.
I interviewed a bunch of them and just asked them about like what type of hentai they watch, where to find them on social media or whatever.
Yeah.
And they were saying like what's happening now is people are bootlegging OnlyFans videos.
That sounds
So they'll pay to
Natural.
subscribe to your channel, and like whenever you're doing something, they'll just like film it or record it, not from their phone or from a computer, from like an actual camera, like
Oh my
edit it
God,
up,
like
zoom
the
it, and then
90s in
like
the movie theater.
right, they're bootlegging it and then just upload it anonymously.
Bro, imagine you pay for like low dollar, but you pay for a bootleg OnlyFans one, and you can
That's
just
a
hear
low
a guy
point in
whacking
life.
it in the background.
Well, no, you don't pay for. If you pay for that, that's weird.
Yeah,
they just
that's true.
they just upload it to like some like offsite.
Yeah.
Still though, that's a post nut clarity when you're watching this poor fucking like secondhand video of an OnlyFans
Yeah.
right
And you
after
can
you
ju-
come. You're
you-
like, what am I doing, dude?
Well, you can hear the other guy jerking off in the room
Oh
next
man.
to the camera.
But
not
some
good.
crazy shit I saw too. There were so many grown men, like grown men in diapers,
What?
and like had binkies in their mouths, and had like these women walk them like a dog with like a leash on their neck, and then like if they were bad, like the women would like pull, like this one girl had a backpack full of like she had like a paddle, she had like a switch, she had like
What?
different things to like slap
She
and
had a
spank
gun?
him with. Probably. This was in Vegas. And he was like, I'm a bad boy. And it was like swole dudes, bro, like with tattoos and shit, and like getting spanked. And like there was a line of people waiting to spank him. And he was like, yeah, this all you got? And I was like, yo, what the fuck is this? And like everybody's just walking around casually like this isn't weird. Did you ever watch Dragon Ball Z?
A little bit.
Did you know Master Roshi, the old dude with the white
Yeah,
beard,
yeah,
to train
yeah.
Goku? There was a couple of people who was dressed as Master Roshi, and they were going around asking women for their panties. Because that's what Master Roshi should do. And I would see a couple of Master Roshis with a handful of different panties. And I was
Oh
like, yo,
my
this
God.
is crazy
That's
work.
a big risk at an anime convention.
Not,
Is
it's
you
a
might-
hentai.
Okay.
hentai
okay.
convention.
Yeah.
All right.
But
We're
he's
getting
in
that.
character
Yeah.
as Master Roshi, and that's what he did always say. So, like, most of the time, you know, they'd be like, oh, he just being Master
I'm just
Roshi. Or
talking
they
about
would
getting
just be
some
like,
nasty
no.
panties.
And also, a lot of these women that were there that are the OnlyFans models and stuff, they travel the country doing hentai conventions because they're all over the world and they get paid
How
to go
many
there.
hentai conventions are there?
There are, I went to one, when was it? Like 2 months
Wait,
ago?
you've done more of these?
No, I've only done one. I was just saying, when was it that I went to the hentai
okay.
convention? It was like 2 months ago. There was another hentai convention 3 weeks after that one, and then another one 2 weeks after that one. It was in Texas, and then another one was in California, and then another one was in like Seattle.
Yeah, when they coming to Atlanta?
I don't
I
know.
would love to go see this. This sounds like it's.
I don't. Hentai has always been one of the most uncomfortable things I've seen on the internet.
So for people that don't know, what is hentai specifically? What
It is anime pornography.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, imagine Velma and Shaggy just fucking. Like, Velma was like, "Oh, my glasses," and then Shaggy's like, "Zoinks!" You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he just starts smashing it. Or you see Daphne and Fred in the closet, whatever the fuck they be doing when Scooby and them
Well,
do
Fred's in the closet.
Well,
I mean,
An
he's
ascot.
wearing an ascot, dude. I mean, that's kind of
right. I ain't never seen no real, you know what I'm saying, no real man with no ass.
Yeah, dude.
But another crazy thing, everybody kept saying, okay, so it was at a resort,
So I
right?
thought it had to do with tentacles.
That kind of does.
It often does. I think that's the thing. It's
Yeah.
not. It's kind of like how furries say that their thing is about playing and not always about sex, but they do. They're like.
Yeah.
That's like the
It
thing.
is
They're
about
like, it's not all about sex. And then it's like, well, do you have sex in the costume? They're like, yes. But
Yeah,
it's not
right.
all of us.
Right.
And anyone you ask says the same thing.
But the tentacle thing, that is a very, very large woman fetish, apparently. Because I started interviewing people I was there for like 3
Yeah.
days, and I was like, my homie had a GoPro and shit, and I was like, bro, we got to ask questions.
Yeah, we gotta have
I
field
have to
research.
ask questions. So I would ask a
many-
couple of the OnlyFans, and I was like, so what type of hentai do you watch? And they'd be like, oh, I like tentacle porn. And I was like, huh? And they would say it with a straight face and a smile. They'd be like, oh God, I love tentacle porn. I'm like, tentacle? No, I was like, is it just like one little tentacle? And they were like, oh no, usually it's like a kaiju, you know, or like a big monster. And it's like, you know, destroying the town or something like that. And then it just grabs a woman, and then it's just like, oh my God, it just like gets every nook and cranny. And I was just like, all right. That's not the answer I was expecting, you know.
I'm stunned.
And then virtually every woman I asked would say tentacle porn. A few of them said monster, and a few said dragon.
So they're all freaks.
Yeah.
Dragon porn? That's crazy.
Now, dragon, the way they described it was like getting fucked either like by the tail of it, just like the texture and like the grooves of the like it's like scales or something.
Oh, definitely grew up with a lizard in the house for
Yeah.
sure,
Oh,
dude.
no.
For sure.
You a sneaky snake.
My little brother's like, get the fuck out of my room, god damn it.
But there was this place they called, it was at a resort, and there were different like events going on in different rooms of the resort.
Could you imagine if you
Why does my
Next to the
iguana
hentai.
smell like fish?
you just at the hentai convention next to you? What
It was
other-
in the resort. It was huge. It's like, imagine like the Ritz-Carlton type shit. But, or no, yeah, fucking where they do AWA at like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Galleria.
That's what I'm seeing. Yeah.
It was kind of sort of like that, but a lot bigger and small. I don't know. It was different. But it was kind of like that. It was a really nice resort and just like real freaky ass people running around. But there was this place they kept talking about called Bible study. And
no.
they're like, yo, have you ever went to Bible study? I kept hearing people saying it when I was walking around. And I was like, yo, what is Bible study?
Yeah.
And every time I asked them, nobody would tell me directly. They're like, oh, you haven't heard about it? And I'm like, no. They're like, you just got to go. I'm like, I don't like that.
No, no.
And then they were like, not, and I heard about it from the day I landed there, the night I landed. They was like, yo, Bible study's going to be crazy, man. And I just kind of brushed it off. I'm like, I don't think niggas is reading the Bible here. Like,
I hope it is, though. I do hope that it's just they're like, well, you got to repent for all this sin we're doing.
Pretty much. So, and the name of the convention was Tsumi Con. So I was just like, okay, Tsumi Convention. I don't know. And then I was doing comedy there one night, and I was like, what the fuck is Tsumi Con? And somebody said, it means sinful convention.
Nice.
And I said, so Tsumi means sinful? They're like sin or sinning, sinful.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, okay. So Bible study. I was there the third night. I was there 4 nights. On the third night, my homie's like, bro, we got to go to Bible study, bro. You keep dicking around. And I was like, I'm not trying to go. And he was like, come on.
Got to.
He was like, live a little. And I was like, all right, bro, whatever. So we start going. I knew where it was roughly. It was like this certain building number. So we go there, and I hear a lot of commotion, a lot of talking, like a whole lot. And I go around the corner, and it's a bunch of like half naked women, half naked dudes, niggas in Pampers.
Dude, that's throwing me off.
I'm
That-
so
yeah.
desensitized
That would
from
be
all
the
the freaky
hardest
shit.
part for me, I think, is dudes in diapers. That would be tough for me, I think.
All right, so naked people, dudes in diapers.
Pretty
So
interesting scene.
there was like a line. So I just kind of get in the line, and my homie I was with there, he's another comedian, I ain't gonna name him, but we was back there, and then one of the people came out that was like running Bible study, and he dressed like a priest, and I was like, oh, this is crazy. I don't like where this is going. I was
Hey,
like, they about
nobody's
to-
young enough for you here.
And I was like, this is sus, bro.
Her diapers.
And then he was
They
like,
card at the door
he was
here.
like, hey, are y'all the comedians? And I was like, yeah. And we had like, I don't know, certain badges or some shit like that. And he goes, let me see your badge. I showed him to him. He goes, oh, you ain't got to wait in line. Come on in the Bible study. The Lord's waiting for you. And I was like, man, I
Who's
don't
the
wanna go
Lord?
in. So we walk in. There were 3 Sibian machines. You know what a Sibian machine
Yeah.
is?
I saw Howard Stern. I know.
And I was like, okay.
It's a slut saddle that vibrates, basically.
Yeah. And I'm looking
I
at
could
my
probably pull up a picture.
I'm looking at my homie, and he's looking at the wall like 1,000-yard stare, like with a horrified face. And I was like, I don't want to see what you looking at. And then he was like, yes, you do. And then I turned and looked, and it was a wall full of dildos.
Oh.
Different colors, sizes, shapes. Some were like going
Dildo
like
wall.
wiggles. There were like dragon ones. There were like
Of course, tentacles.
tentacles.
Yeah.
There was like a bull, and there was one with like bumps on it. There was a bunch of them, and they weren't even like standing up. They were pointing at you, like when you walked in. And I was like, "Oh, what the fuck?" And then
Oh, God.
I saw a guy was sitting on the Sibian machine,
Oh.
and I was like, "Huh,
That seems like it would be weird for you.
right." You know, so I
Yeah.
was like, "Okay, that's hella weird." And they had a timer on there.
Like a rodeo.
He's been. I never thought about it that way.
8 seconds, he's riding that bull, just turning it up, just
They do it all.
off like Nashville.
Oh, that's amazing.
So when I noticed it, the timer was on like 3 minutes,
Oh, God.
and he just had the biggest smile on his face from ear to ear, just like, and he was holding on to it was like, you know what's it called? Like a squat rack, what it looks like.
Yeah.
He was sitting down like kind of on the ground, but it was slightly elevated, and so he was grabbing onto these bars, just like, and I was like, "What the fuck is
you hear
happening?"
him?
Yeah, He was like, "How close you and me is?"
Oh, my
no.
God.
We were literally in a room about this size. It was 3 Sibian machines, kind of just like line. It was a little
I
bit
never
bigger
want to
than
be
this.
that close to another man coming.
Now, this was happening, and then there was another woman who got on a different Sibian, and then there was somebody passing around bottles of like cups of champagne and Cheetos, like not together in the side.
I was like, I had never heard of this.
But he had like
cereal?
bags of Cheetos and like some champagne, like in these little glasses, and I was like,
Champagne.
you know what? I is this supposed to be like the body of Christ and the blood of Christ or something? Because
Yeah.
and I was like, I don't know, but I do fuck with Cheetos, and I'm a little
Yeah.
thirsty.
I'll take a Cheeto sacrament.
Yeah, you know.
Sure.
And
Honestly, I'm just waiting for the church to upgrade.
the timer went off at 5 minutes, and everybody applauded. No, before that, 2 women came up. They were like dressed like little demons or whatever. Like instead of Playboy bunny ears, it was like devil horns, and they were like pretty much topless, but they had like stickers on their nipples,
Yeah. Little
Yeah.
pasties.
little pasties, and they
Mentally
had
ill women.
the vibrators that kind of look like microphones.
Oh yeah,
You know,
those
like the
things.
big little,
Yeah.
like
the
you're trying
ones that aren't vibrators,
Yeah.
like they're back massagers or
Yes.
something.
Yeah, kinda like
the
those things.
Hitachi.
and each one of them ladies had one.
Oh,
They
you
took
own one. You were looking
No.
into brand names.
they took out some like
I
lube
updated it.
or some type of oil gel shit,
Uh-huh.
and then they like rubbed it on, and then they like pulled his cape back because it was wearing like a costume, and I seen one of the ladies like put it down back there somewhere while he was sitting on the Sibian, and I was like, that's weird.
I like that he had a cape on.
I don't know what he was. He was dressed as somebody from like Harry Potter. Like I don't know what house he was in. He was probably in Hufflepuff.
For sure, dude. Absolutely. That's not
That's not
Gryffindor
That ain't
behavior.
That ain't even Slytherin. That's crazy. But then the other girl,
I don't know. He might be a real freaky Ravenclaw.
He might be, yeah. But and the other girl, she had another one of them dildos.
I didn't ask if he reads.
She like put the gel on that one, and then she like put it behind his neck or some shit like that. And then he was like, and I was like, all right, this is weird. I want to leave, but I'm not ready to leave yet. Hold on. And then after he got off, the time went off in 5 minutes. He stood up, and then they took like some sanitized spray and was like sprayed the little thing, and they started like cleaning it, and then they took like the saddle thing off and then put like a different one on there. And I didn't even notice until they lifted it off that the dude was sitting on the Sibian, but it had a peg in it. And I was like, and my homie seen the shit
Wait,
too, and we
when
both.
You say a peg, like I feel
It
like
was something protruding from the Sibian when he was
okay.
sitting on it.
So he didn't get up. He dismounted.
But you say a peg, and I'm like a
I don't know if
like
that's
a
the correct
piece of
term.
wood?
No, no. It was a.
I just know when a woman hit a dude in the ass, they call it getting pegged.
Yeah. He
So-
had a roadside cone that he just dismounted from.
It kind of was shaped like that.
Yeah.
Like it was like I don't want anyway.
It's a plug. That's a butt plug.
So
Jesus.
he got
You
up.
know too much about this stuff.
Oh yeah, dude. I worked. Side note, real quick. I worked with these waitresses, and the girl ran a sex party thing where she would come over and bring sex toys, and then like all the girls would drink wine and buy them.
Yeah.
bro. She was hustling.
I've done
making
comedy
money.
shows that
So
sex.
She got them like
Yeah,
wholesale.
I've heard
with
about
her.
that
Yeah,
thing.
she got it with her student loans.
I've done comedy shows that like sex. They're like sex expos or something like that. They got like fuck
Sex
couches
expos.
and futons and like pillows
Fuck
and.
couch. That's a futon.
Well, no, it's literally like a couch that she can like sit and lay on and get fucked doggy style type shit, and then like you just move one of the cushions this way and you can like lay back and it'll hold your like it's literally a fuck couch.
Yeah. That's like, ugh.
I kind of want to get a fuck couch
like you
just
have-
to have because it seems nice.
You have friends over. You're like, no, don't sit
Right?
on
Yeah,
that one.
hey.
Don't sit on that one.
And each one of them has like a microfiber type soft fabric that you can unzip and clean.
Yeah, you can take to the laundromat and run out.
It's
as soon as you put it
water
in.
resistant, not
Bro,
proof.
just
All right, sorry. Back to what you were saying.
But
he
yeah,
gets off the saddle.
He gets off the saddle, and then another woman comes up, and she was like, "It's your turn," and points at me, and I was like, "Who are you talking to?"
Yeah.
And then like everybody kind of got quiet, like I said something rude, and they just stared at me. She was like, "Are you not trying to get on?" And I was like, "No." I said, I wondered why they called this place Bible study. Y'all niggas need Jesus." And like everybody just
you
started
just
laughing.
started preaching.
I wanted to, but God was nowhere near this place. Like I'd just be yelling to the wind at that point. So I leave, and then I was like, bro, that shit was crazy, bro. I'm ready to go home. And I turn around, and I am by myself.
No.
My homie is still in there learning about the Bible. I don't know what he wanted to see, but I saw enough. And then I just kind of went about my business convention, just kind of walking around, talking to people, you know, whatever. And then like an hour later, he came back and he was like, "Hey, man, you shouldn't have left." And I was like, "You shouldn't have stayed." I was like, "You are not going to make me feel guilty."
Oh, dude. As a germaphobe, dude, I would be freaking out.
At the comedy show, it was like 500 people there. So first thing I said, I went up like 4th or 5th. Everybody like did okay. A couple people killed, but you know, whatever. Nobody sanitized the microphone. There was no mic covers or anything. So I came up on there. I waited, and I had hand sanitizer. They called my name. I put the sanitizer down, reached in my pocket, pull out a pack of Lysol wipes, sanitize the microphone,
It's the sinful convention.
Yeah.
put sanitizer on
After
you.
what I saw today, I'm not trusting any phallic-shaped object.
Pretty much. And first thing I said pretty much, and I was like, I've never been to a hentai convention, but I made a conscious decision to not shake nobody's hand here.
Yeah. That's potato moment.
You can't.
And that's what I did. I said, bro, I fist bumped somebody, and it was sticky.
Oh, it's not supposed to be sticky.
All right. I said, how you hit your knuckle? What you doing? And I was like, if I shake a man's hand and it's moisturized, that's off of a fresh meat beating.
Yeah.
I've been a man my whole life, and I've never seen a dude put on lotion on his hands because they were dry. Never once. I told my wife I've never put lotion on my booty.
Wait, are you supposed to?
I've never have either.
And she said, "What do you mean you've never put lotion on your booty?" I said, "Never, not once." I said, "Actually, I've never seen my own ass."
No.
Well, no, I have. I got a cute ass.
I was like, "I've seen a cheek, but I've not, I was like, I've never seen my own asshole."
I've like caught a glimpse in the mirror, but not much.
I had to look one time.
Was it like a hemorrhoid thing?
Yeah, it turned out to be nothing, but I was like,
Before that, though, had you?
No.
See?
So I had wiped too much. I had like a little spot. That's that. When you look back, like, that's the last thing I wanted to see.
Oh.
A little spot.
He's I'm spotting.
No, that's happened to me a lot. I get aggressive back there.
So, I mean,
What you trying to clean out? You
Bro.
just got.
we're
everything.
trying to get a tushy sponsorship. Like, please save us, son.
No, but that convention was actually hella dope. I met a lot of like really cool people who were just really into hentai, like how people are into basketball. Like they are all
like
about
playing
this.
fantasy.
Yeah, they're
like gambling on who's gonna stay on the Sibian longest.
There are things
I just
called
hung out around the gambling pit.
There are things called fan fictions.
Oh, I know.
These people are committed.
Yeah.
Like they would make like Marge Simpson fuck like Fry from Futurama.
Oh, I'm familiar. I've seen.
And I was like,
Marge
that's
is a little slut.
Marge is, bro.
Bro, all right. So it's crazy. Like people write fan fiction too. You know what I'm saying? Like women get really into like romance novels and stuff. And the other day I was listening to this book, and then I went out and I was like, oh, I'll read it because I have the actual copy of it too. So I'm sitting out in public having lunch, and I'm reading this nasty part of this book about like sex, and I'm just sitting there, dude. I was like so embarrassed. Like I was like over there, like what a dirty little slut I am.
Right.
Reading this smut in public, and then I was like, no wonder women love this shit,
bro.
They really sitting there reading porn. Like,
my wife would be laying right next to me reading some nasty shit about two dudes.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, wait, what?
Yeah.
I remember one time I was like, let
That's
me see
a
what
big
you're
thing,
reading.
right?
And it was
What
like,
is
and
that
then I
called?
took his dick. And I was like, ah.
What is that called with the two dudes? That's a big like.
So my
Gay?
wife's Korean.
Yeah, but
It's called BL or boy love.
that's how I found out about hentai. I found out about boy love. All in
Wait,
the same
like
thing.
Nambla?
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is.
You gonna Google
I
it? You
don't
gonna put
know.
it in your
I'm here to
algorithm?
get my mother- yeah.
Nambla's tough to like. Once you find out it exists, you're like, oh, I don't like that being
Yeah,
in the
that's
world.
when the
Nambla
dark
is the
crevice-
National Association of Man-Boy Love.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude.
nah.
That's
It's,
a-
that
it's
shouldn't
the,
be
it
a
is
thing.
the
Nah.
it is apparently a pedophile advocacy group.
Oh, that's a tough advocacy.
You know, I did hear they were not trying to, but a law was proposed or something to say like it's a mental disorder, pedophilia or
But
something like that.
Dude, we're checking your phone immediately after you try to pass that bill. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
Yeah.
That
bruh.
minor attracted person, get his fucking phone
Yeah.
right now, dude. That guy's never seen his laptop.
Do y'all remember when they were interviewing the like creator of TikTok, like grilling him he was getting grilled by Congress?
No.
Bruh. They were like saying that all TikTok is leaking information to the Chinese government, and he was just like, I am from Singapore. I'm Singaporean.
U.S. government?
Yes, U.S. Congress.
So he was hitting him with I'm from Singapore.
Yes, bro. It was so fucking embarrassing, the question that they were asking. And they were like, so you have no affiliations with
this
China? Yes.
Is this the clip?
You said today
Play the
that you
audio,
often
too.
say that you live in Singapore.
Yeah, that's fine.
Of what nation are you a citizen?
Singapore.
Are you a citizen of any other nation?
No, Senator.
Have you ever applied for Chinese citizenship?
Senator, I served my nation
I'm
in
asking-
Singapore. No, I did not.
He served the
Do
military.
you have a
there, too.
Singaporean passport?
Yes, and I served my military for two and a half years in
Do you
Singapore.
have any other passports from any other nation?
No, Senator.
Your wife is an American citizen. Your children
Who
are
is
American
this guy?
citizens.
That's
Have you-
correct.
Have you ever applied for
Like
American
this
citizenship?
this
No,
congressman
not yet.
guy? Who the fuck is
Okay.
that guy?
I have no idea. That's crazy. So
Have
what
you
are
ever
they
been a
he
member of the
just-
Chinese
That's
Communist
all he
Party?
says the entire time?
You said what?
Is that all he says the entire time?
Yeah, and they kept him there for like 3 or 4 hours, and they were like, so you have no affiliations with the Chinese government. And he goes, Senator, they're senators. He goes, I am Singaporean.
Yeah.
I was born in Singapore. I served the military for 29 years in Singapore.
Jesus Christ.
I am not Chinese. And they're like, so what about your children? Have they ever been to China?
Sir, are you sure you giving me Chinese vibes?
And I was like, this is fucking embarrassing.
Guys, we're paying those people.
Bro.
How crazy is that?
And now, I don't know if you heard, but they've already proposed a bill to ban TikTok in the United States.
Yep.
Did you see the guy that's the, I think he's in the House of Representatives. He bought $700,000 worth of Meta stock before he voted on that to ban TikTok. I need a list, dude. I need a list of their stocks. Like,
Right,
who the
like-
fuck? And if it ain't illegal, then it's not illegal to tell me.
Right.
I think there are like people who are online who are like, no, we're tracking.
There has to be, dude.
We're basically tracking some key members of Congress's transactions on the market,
And that's where I was
and
getting
we're just
to.
following that.
Because, like, what you were saying earlier was like, all I see is this. One of the people on there, I think, they may have taken a clip down, but he was like, well, how come whenever I get on TikTok, all I see is the first person said, how come every time I get on TikTok, all I see is propaganda about the Democrats and, like, the lies that Biden's telling and this, that, and the third. And he was like, Senator, just like Instagram, just like Facebook, there's an algorithm.
Yeah.
So the videos that you watch the longest, or that you don't scroll past fast, or that you actually touch the screen or do something with, you're going to see more videos
He's
like
so,
that.
Wait. Why is this algorithm only sending me big tits and fat asses? I cannot fit for the life of me.
And one dude,
TikTok is a porn app.
I just want puppies.
one of the dudes said, how come all I keep seeing is like little girls and cheerleaders and stuff like that? I swear to you. And he was like,
no.
like he literally was like, Senator.
Senator, I need to see your phone.
And that's what I was getting. He was like, it only shows you things that you like.
You know what, Senator? Actually, sir, move up where he's sitting. Senator, you move down there. We need to change this up a little bit.
You've been voted off the island, Senator. You've been voted off Epstein's island.
Oh, man.
No, I wouldn't even. The other day, my girlfriend wanted me to look up something for twin babies. I was like, dude, because I have twins on the way. I got girls on the way, but I was like, I just didn't even want to. I was like, nah, I'm good. I don't need my algorithm switching to that. I'll look on it from your phone.
Right.
All your shit's already on there.
I'm trying to look at all this tits and ass.
All of it.
Don't even look. Nothing is worse than that, though. Going through, like, your finding page and getting busted with a fat ass. And somebody's like, what are you looking at over there? Nothing.
Bro, I'm married. I don't even hide it.
Yeah.
My wife would never be like, I caught you masturbating. I'm like, no, you just saw me.
Yeah. No, you just walked in the bedroom.
Right. I was not hiding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So has she caught you? She's walked in?
Yeah, you
I'm still not there
You
yet.
noticed me masturbating.
Yeah, I'm still not there yet. That's
Bro, she has told me
it's just too embarrassing.
that she has masturbated right next to me when I was asleep.
Every woman has.
Wow.
I feel like every woman has. If you have drunk sex and you fall asleep, bro, she's like on your face, just grinding your face while you passed out. You wake up like, God damn.
She's holding,
Why
she's
did I
holding your
jar?
hand.
Yeah. Hey, now I've been there where you just like, listen, just kiss my neck. They don't even want to hook up with you. Like, just tell me you love me while I jerk off next to you.
The funniest shit, my wife has fallen asleep giving me head.
Oh no.
We were both drunk and shit, and the funny
You
is,
can, you can choke on that.
No, I fell asleep too.
No, Jimi Hendrix died.
The thing, I don't know who fell asleep first, but we both did.
Oh no.
I woke up first though, and she was just
Yeah.
still in her hand, just. My pants are around my ankles. It's cold.
so it's small. She's like trying to stretch it.
Nah, it was just in her hand. She was just,
Yeah.
That's a low.
all I saw was the top of it. Just
There's no extra.
holding a little sock puppet, dude.
she had a grip on it though. Still, I was like, "Hey, had a girl." She didn't let
That
go.
kung fu.
And then I was like, "Hey, hey!" And she was like, "She
you
literally
gotta-
was like, oh
Bro,
shit."
you got to be careful waking somebody up from sleeping when they're holding your dick.
But that's not. No, but I was like, "Hey," and she literally was like, "Oh shit." I was like, "Hey, stop."
Quit playing, dude.
I gotta pee. Get up. I'm gonna pee in your mouth. Move. My homie used to compliment a woman like, not in your mouth. He was like, man, that bitch so bad, I'll pee in her butt. And I was like,
That's pretty gross.
No.
I don't. And then he would try to make me feel like, man, you ain't never peed in the bitch butt? Grow up.
No.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'll be a child.
Like, no, dude, I missed that.
What do you say after that?
I feel like that's a move you learn from like a bad uncle, you know?
Yeah,
I was gonna
that's
say
a
in prison.
definite-
That's not like
yeah,
you don't just
prison or a bad uncle that went to prison. That uncle that they're like, hey, y'all don't hang around
Hey.
Uncle Kenny.
Don't get in the car with him.
Yeah,
Like,
get in the car.
don't eat
There
none of the
was
candy he
always
give
one uncle
you.
that they're like, you're not riding with him. He's been drinking since 9 a.m. You're not getting in the
Right.
car with him.
Don't listen to that bitch. Like,
Yeah.
that bitch is they mama. Bitch.
We did have an uncle that would tell us just ridiculously dirty jokes, and it's like he knew that he was just giving you a bomb that you were about to just set off at school.
he does know that.
It's like, dude, he's like, there's gonna be waves through this 5th grade class.
This is gonna be. He's gonna get suspended. Like,
Yeah. You're gonna have to try to explain to your be like, he didn't hear that from me.
Yeah, no, he didn't.
Oh.
Prove it.
I need to start doing that with my niece.
Yeah, you got to subtly do it.
Yeah.
Slowly.
Yeah, well, you don't start like right off the bat.
No, but it is pretty fun to tell them because it's funny to tell like a kid a joke like, what's the difference between jam and jelly? When somebody is of age and old enough, and my uncle hit me with that, I had no idea going in.
That's
I can't jelly my dick into your ass, dude. That fucking killed me when I was a kid. I was just like, what? I didn't even know. That's a bomb, dude. You
is
know
that where it goes?
Yeah, you know immediately that you tell somebody that
Is that
joke,
when you pee?
yeah. I can't pee in your butt. You're like, however that joke goes. But that's a bomb. You're gonna take that and definitely drop that on somebody else. As soon as somebody tells you that, you're like, I can't keep this to myself, dude. Yeah. Do you have anything to promote?
Ooh, yeah, I do actually. So June 13th, I will be at Eden Lounge,
Where's that?
Decatur.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, they're on the east side. June 21st through the 23rd. It's going to be at Limelight Theater.
Okay.
It is a Comedia Arte Fest. It is a Spanish comedy festival type soiree, bilingual. You know, so there will be some English speakers there. Well, me and this other white dude. Everybody else going to speak Spanish. Pero ya sabes que hablo español también, ¿verdad? You know what I'm saying? I speak Spanish too. But yeah, June 21st through the 23rd, Limelight Theater. And then June 29th, I'm headlining a show in Dahlonega. I think it's called Accent Seller or something like that.
Okay.
You know?
I've never done a show in Dahlonega.
Me neither. Have you ever been there?
I mean, I panned for gold in like 6th grade. I went up there.
That
and
sounds
they let
like
us-
it's racist there.
No, you went there and did the little thing.
I know what panning gold is, but people don't do that where there's black people. So
Oh, no, I think it's Dahlonega. I don't know.
right is I should probably should have Googled that before I said yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, wait a minute. They paying for gold there. That's
Right.
fucking-
What the fuck?
It's,
That is
it's
not
like
so-
the Cracker Barrel of cities. You're like, something about this is racist. I
The
can't
Cracker
quite-
Barrel of counties.
Yeah, I can't
Yeah.
quite put my finger on it.
There's nothing overtly racist, but the whole vibe feels like it's in
The
there.
entire town feels racist.
Right. Nobody's gonna say like you ain't from around here, but they will ask
Yeah.
if you're lost.
Yeah.
Lost? Are you here to pan for gold?
Right.
Yeah.
Like, nah, we don't give gold to yours.
Yeah, you
Like,
get the fake
whoa.
nugget. They give you the little fake nugget, but that's what they gave us when we were
Yo,
kids.
I did a show in what's this place, Tupelo, Mississippi,
Oof.
a few years back.
That sounds.
It is.
Sounds, yeah.
And somebody, a
That
white,
sounds like they still have racist signs.
they do, they do, they do. That's very accurate. And this one dude came up. What did he say? He was like,
That bumper sticker just says the N word. Like, what the fuck?
This sign just says the N word. There's nothing else
right,
on there.
not beware, not any type of direction.
And it's vertical.
I don't know why that's even funnier. You got to try harder to read that.
That's why it's funny, dude. 'Cause
You know how much you meant that to write it vertically?
Yeah.
Holy
Dude. You
shit.
had to pencil in lines to keep it
Trent,
together.
you need
Like,
to
that's
find some
wild
way.
racism.
Find some way to say that.
That took your whole afternoon.
Just on stage.
Yeah, just
Well, we had to paint over it. We misspelled
There-
it the first time.
like, oh my God.
How do you misspell a word that your grandfather made?
How many times? It ain't nothing but 6 letters. Hold on. Yeah. Well, depending on how you
Why
say
did you
it.
put the country in Africa?
I forgot where I was going with that, but oh no, Tupelo, Mississippi.
Yeah.
After the show, the dude was like, "You ever have somebody call you a moon cricket?" and just like you said, I don't like. I know that that's racist.
Yeah.
I don't know why,
Yeah.
but it feels.
Do we want to
dated.
Google it?
No.
I wouldn't put that on the algorithm if I were you.
No,
I
I,
would-
I could throw up an incognito.
Incognito's just like,
And I have never been called one of those, but I was like, I don't even want to know what that means, but it feels evil. Like,
yeah.
I know both of those words
That is so bad.
separately, they don't mean anything.
No.
You know,
And I guarantee
it's like
you,
gator cane,
I
moon
guarantee-
cricket,
Yeah, I guarantee you the explanation would make you furious.
probably.
Immediately as they explain it, you're like, now we're fist fighting.
Like, how
You're
old
like,
are
I would have
you?
rather you said the N word than explain that.
Yeah, you explain
Right.
it, you're like, somehow that's worse. I didn't believe it possible, but
Yeah.
that is worse than the N word vertically.
And I'll tell you this. I learned this. I don't know if it's true, but I'm friends with a lot of lesbians, and I was talking to this white lesbian, right? And then she was like, "What do you call us?" And I was like, "Lesbians." And she was like, "No, like a female. That's like the masculine one." And I was like, "Oh, a stud?" And then she was like, "Why?" And I was like, "I don't know. That's just what like my cousins are gay, and
That's
she's
just
like a
what
dude.
Ferg
She's
calls
swole. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, you like a stud. I don't know. That's just what she even calls herself a stud. And then she was like, I don't say that. She said, that's only for black lesbians. And I said, what do you call a white lesbian? And she was like, a dyke. And I was like,
I thought you
that
weren't
sounds
suppo-
offensive.
I thought you weren't
Yeah.
supposed to say that one.
And that's what I said. And she was like, no, she was like, that's for white lesbians. She was like, white women don't call themselves studs.
Oh, Keegan, I got a comeback coming now. Now that I know I'm allowed to say it.
Well, I mean, I don't know about that, but
Test those grounds.
don't
before you
endorse
just-
it.
No, hey, it's a term for a type of person that exists in the world. How else would you like me to refer to them?
I don't know.
A top.
Use the No, I want to use the technical terminology, That's how you make people comfortable. You use the words that they use for themselves.
Nope. I think that's one of the terms like, nope. Nah. Nah.
No, I changed the end. It's cool.
You can't even do that with your woman. Like, my wife would be like, I'm sorry I was being a bitch earlier. I'm like, it's okay. So you're agreeing with me? So you're saying I was being a bitch?
Yeah. The inflection of it. Mm-hmm.
You said, mm-hmm.
Been there, brother. Been there, dude.
I'm like, why are you the way that you are?
Ooh, it's like saying you're acting so fucking crazy. You're calling me crazy? No, your actions are crazy. If your actions are always crazy, then maybe.
right,
Yeah.
then maybe. There might be some
When's the last
traction.
time I said you were acting crazy? Let's.
Ha! Gaslight him.
Got it. All right, man. Thank y'all so much. This has been fun, man. Thank you for coming over.
Oh, yes.